Hi, I'm Dr. Michael, and I'm really happy to be here again. And today we're going to talk about a new product we're putting out here. It's the Histamine Synergy Support. So we decided on this product because spring is coming, and the allergy season is right around the corner. And this is a product that I've really endorsed because I've seen great results with it in allergy symptom relief. I first, though, want to talk about what is that inflammation process that causes allergies, because again, a product, just using a product, if you don't address the underlying cause, we don't want you to become dependent on this product. As a naturopath, I'd rather you resolve this condition and not have to suffer from allergies. So the symptoms of allergies, maybe while you're looking at this video, are runny nose, congestion, headache, postnasal drip, rhinitis, sinusitis, even sinus infections. All those are kind of symptoms that your immune system's overreactive in this mucous membranes of the head and sinus. So an immune response or an immune reaction is actually the body targeting a protein that shouldn't be there. Immune cells make antibodies, which then target a foreign protein getting into that airway. Now, this is ideal. It's actually what your body does. It's first line of defense to protect you from viruses and foreign proteins, and it's a good thing. It's what your body should do. When the immune cells make an antibody, it tags a foreign protein in this mucous membrane. Then other immune cells called macrophages come in and try to eat up that protein antibody complex and take care of it. It creates a little fluid to help flush it away. Chemicals are produced to bring in other immune cells that help continue this process till things are cleaned up. Now, that's in an ideal world. The problem is when this allergy response compounds itself and doesn't know when to stop. One of the things that makes people susceptible to environmental allergies like pollens, dust, even animals, for example, are food reactions. Certain foods, especially cow dairy products, seem to trigger an antibody immune reaction that creates more fluid in this mucous membrane, seems to target the mucous membranes of the head and sinus. So if you have a wet, moist mucous membrane in the head and sinuses that's sort of chronically inflamed, you're going to attract and react to more proteins or more easily. So this actually decreases your threshold of tolerance to the spring pollens and grasses, for example. So one of the things you can do to strengthen these mucous membranes so they're not chronically inflamed and so ready to attack or attach or create an antibody is to take cow dairy products out of your diet and see how much that improves this reaction. You'll know because your threshold of tolerance to the grasses and pollens will be a lot higher. That means you'll tolerate it better. You won't have as bad of an immune reaction. It's important because, again, if we just take products to treat symptoms and never get to the underlying cause, then you become dependent on those products. And again, we want products to help to keep this immune system kind of in balance, but we don't want to have to become dependent on them. Certain medications, over-the-counter medications, have really negative side effects as far as tolerance in that when you stop them, then it creates a rebound upsurge of inflammation, which makes it really hard to get off of them. Fortunately, natural products don't have that rebound upsurge of inflammation. They help at the time and through various multiple mechanisms. That's another important thing when you start using natural products, that the mechanisms of actions, especially in combination products, are multiple. So you're not blocking one part of the immune system. You're helping strengthen the vessels. You're helping flush fluid. You're helping tighten those cell junctions. So you're actually helping the strength and integrity of the body so that this immune system has a chance to kind of self-correct or self-regulate. So our product has several ingredients. Quercetin comes from onions, that kind of thing, those sulfur-containing compounds, and it really helps as an antioxidant. And antioxidants help mop up some of those chemicals that are released in the inflammatory process, and so interrupt that cascade of inflammation that can happen when the immune system keeps perpetuating itself. The chemicals are released, the eosinophils are drawn in, they release histamine, chemicals are released when the cells are damaged, it attracts those eosinophils, histamine is released, more fluid is produced. So the quercetin actually helps mop up some of those chemicals so that it interferes with this over attraction of other immune cells trying to just moderate that immune reaction. It also can inhibit some enzymes that trigger mast cells to release histamine, and so this inhibition of leukotrienes then will keep some of the cells that release histamine more intact, less likely to spill out that histamine. And again, histamine is one of those chemicals that then produces a fluid, attracts other immune cells in, so if it can kind of keep that under control, the body has a chance to take care of that immediate immune reaction and protein without cascading that reaction that overproduces the symptoms of a runny nose and chronic postnasal drip, that kind of thing. Vitamin C and nettles are full of bioflavonoids and minerals. And the bioflavonoids are really important in helping the vascular system to be very strong, again, more stable, less inclined to produce a lot of fluid, and to weep. So this strengthening of the blood vessels is really important, again, in moderating this inflammatory reaction. One of the unique substances in this product are the bicarbonate salts, and the bicarbonate is a buffer. When we have the immune system creating doing some damage and spilling chemicals into the blood, and then also some of the chemicals of the immune system that are attracting other immune cells, some of these chemicals become very acidic. So allergy reactions in general in the interstitial fluid of the body create a very acidic environment, as does most inflammatory reactions, whether it's in a joint, in your gut. But this acidity also then is conducive to pulling the immune system in more and more. So when you have a bicarbonate as a buffer, kind of neutralizes some of the acidity of this reaction, so again, keeps the immune system able to self-regulate. And it's unique in this product. I haven't seen it in too many others, but really important. Because it will also help if you're getting acidic reactions like sore in the mucous membranes or even sore down the esophagus from this inflammation process going on too much. Tinofend, or a proprietary name for the Tinospora cordifolia, is an Ayurvedic herb that has a powerful antioxidant effect, again, in stabilizing cells, stabilizing mucous membranes, and thereby decreasing that overreaction of inflammation in the cells and in the tissue. It also has been shown to increase that macrophage ability to eat up those antibody immune complexes, which is a very powerful thing, because once those are resolved, then again we can get a normalizing of the immune system instead of it cascading on itself, causing that chronic reaction of perpetual inflammation, which really happens for a lot of people. And so when you use a product like this and you want to get that moderation, you want to start decreasing that overproduction of this immune reaction, you want to use probably the recommended dose for a period of time till you see a more moderate or just decrease or decrease or resolving the symptoms. If you get to that point, that's great. I would recommend start decreasing the dose. So if you've changed your diet, you've given up cow milk products, maybe soy or eggs that can also cause this chronic inflammation, and you have a period of time your allergies seem to flare up, use a good potent dose for at least a few days until it starts subsiding. If you decide intentionally you're going to have an indiscretion and go out and have fettuccine, for example, which you probably will, or ice cream. Let's say you're going to just go for it. Use a product like this with this inflammation support to quell those symptoms and stop it sooner. Don't let it go on and on. And there again, don't eat that food on and on. But as soon as you can, or for symptom relief, go ahead and use a product like this to help you feel better. And again, to balance that immune system. So if you want more information about the product, you can go to both of our websites. You have my contact information to ask more questions, and also information on how to buy the product. So feel free to try this one. It's one of the best ones I've found. I see really good results, and we want you to enjoy a healthy spring, a happy spring. We want you to enjoy nature. The healing power of nature is incredible. All of the supplements in here have that ability to really restore and support our body in vitality that it should have when we're giving it what it needs. So go out and enjoy spring, and thank you for watching the video, and looking forward to seeing you next time.